Okay, so circulatory system, first we start with the plants. There are two types of vessels that you need to know, the food carrying tube and the water carrying tube. First thing is you need to know where are the food carrying tube and the water carrying tube. The inside, okay, are the water carrying tube. The outside will be the food carrying tube. So what type of food do they carry? They carry this sugar or glucose, right? That's made through the process of photosynthesis. Yes, Icha, I got a question? No? Okay, let's continue. So the xylem transport water and minerals from the roots to the different parts of the plant, right? So you see over here we have two arrows, right? The arrow going up is basically the water and mineral source. And then we have the water and the arrow coming down, right? What is the arrow coming down about? What are they transporting here? The arrow coming down?
Food.
Yeah, food. Very good. Photosynthesis, okay? So food being transported downwards is on the outside of the vessel, right? And goes to all parts of the body. That means it goes to the leaves, the stem, as well as the roots, right? All parts of the body. Next. Right, so I already went through this. So let's talk about, so that's all for the plants, right? Now we go to this human. So for the human circulatory system, three main things you need to know: the heart, the blood, and the blood vessel. So the heart is here, the blood vessels. Do you actually study all the details of the blood vessels?
Is it one of them is like veins and like capillaries?
Correct. Capillaries, veins, and what's the last one? Capillaries
And blood vessels.
no, there's one more. Start with letter A.
Artillery?
Artillery. Do you know what's artillery?
Yes. Like a hauser? Yes.
So is it artillery? No, it's artery.
You see, it's quite close.
It's not the same, okay? Artillery, you have artillery in your body means you're shooting cannon off your body, okay? So this is arteries, right? Arteries. Now the characteristic, right, we need to know. So later we'll talk about that. Next one. So you can see over here, the heart, the blood, and the blood vessels. These are the three main components of the human circulatory system that we need to know. So the heart, what's the purpose of the heart? It pumps blood to all parts of the body. Blood basically transports oxygen, digested food, nutrients, and toxic waste materials to be removed. Right, blood vessels, the arteries, veins, and capillaries, they are the ones that allow the transportation to happen. So the heart is a pump, right? We talked about this before. We also talked about pacemaker. Why were we talking about pacemaker? Because some people's heart, huh?
Isn't it like a heart transplant? But then, like, it's not technically a heart transplant. It's just keeping your heart alive, forcing it to pump.
Right.
There's like a battery thingy.
Look at this, right? So they have to implant this thing into the body, you know. See, human body. I know Ziyi don't like to see this, right? Okay. Okay. We try our best to skip all this stuff. This is a heart pacemaker. They put a pacemaker near the heart, and then basically it's a bit like a battery. It's like a battery with electric current going to the heart. Okay, like that. So because the heart is a muscle, right? So when electric current passes through, it can simulate the movement of the pumping action.
Wait, isn't there like something where there's like a 3D printer? And you could like print the heart?
Yeah, you're right. 3D, the first 3D heart was printed. Okay? 3D heart printed.
That's a heart.
Parts of a heart. This one is heart. This is the actual 3D printed heart. Right. So they actually,
It's very transparent.
yeah, it's transparent. So now they're able to do this because it's plastic. They use this plastic material to print the heart. Okay, which should work pretty well. So I don't know when this could happen. Okay, bioheart. But it's quite exciting to see, all right? So all this heart disease, all this could be a thing of the past. Okay, next time, I don't know, maybe 100 years time, 50 years time, you'll be like, what heart disease? Just go and change one, right? Go online, click, choose a heart. Which heart do you want? Right? You want more powerful one, then next time you can run fast as an athlete.
Yes, I want a more powerful heart.
Yeah, you have a more powerful heart, then you become clever also because all the blood go into the brain. But then you have another problem. You got high blood pressure. Okay, because the pump is too powerful, right? Okay, so that's what the heart is for, right? It's like a pump. So the pump will pump the blood throughout our circulatory system. Next. Okay, so we talked about this before. I think we talked about this at least twice, right? The heartbeat, right, of marathon runners, tortoise, hamsters, all this. Okay, so basically, the harder you are working, the more exercise, more strenuous your exercise, the more the heart will pump. Okay, next.
But isn't it like a marathon runner
Yeah,
have to run like 40?
yeah. So it's
60?
less. So they pump less. Why? Because they have a strong heart. So the heart just pump one time, it will go around faster than a normal human being because their hearts are very strong. Okay, they have very strong heart due to their what do you call that? This regular exercise. So that's why you need to exercise regularly. Are you exercising regularly? Yijia and Zi?
No, I live a very unhealthy lifestyle.
How about Zi? Do you exercise regularly? A lot. Okay, so also your heart will be very strong. Okay, whereas Yijia maybe not so strong. Okay, what does it mean when it's not so strong? That means it needs to pump more times. Okay, pump more. So for example, Ziyi, what type of exercise do you do? Like sports, is it sports? Or running, do you do running, skipping, okay, what else? Skipping, just skipping, is it? Like skipping all day long, running, okay, good. So if you are athletic, right, and a lot of outdoor activities and running all this stuff, your heart becomes stronger. Swimming,
I also do swimming.
that's good. Okay, so if you have a lot of exercises, basically your heart will be pretty strong. Okay, so when it's strong, it basically means that your heart don't have to work so hard. The heart don't have to work so hard. Okay, for every circulation to improve the circulation. And also when someone eats a lot of calories and the heart gets, not the heart, the vessels get blocked. So blocked blood vessels. Okay, this is what happens. There's a lot of calories or fat stuck between the arteries. Hence, in this type of situation, do you think the heart needs to work harder?
Wait, will it just stay there forever?
Yeah, the extra fats will be there. The calories, the fats, right? If you eat like a lot of fats, calories, some of them get stuck. Not in your stomach, they get stuck inside the artery. So if they're stuck inside the artery like that, the amount of flow is definitely reduced, correct? So when imagine you have a water pipe and then you hold the water pipe like very tightly. So it's very difficult for the water to pass through. And when that happens, your heart will have to work harder. Your heart will be like, hey, why? You pump, how come the blood cannot go through? Right? Then they have to work harder. So when your heart works harder, what does it mean? Become weaker, faster, easily. Okay? Right? So as a result of that, people get diseases like stroke, okay, or heart problems because there's too much build-up of fats. This is the build-up of fats, okay, within the vessels itself. Next. Okay, so what exactly is inside heart? Why must we transport it all over the body? Right, it has red blood cell, white blood cell, platelets, and plasma. Okay. So we talk about all this as well. All right, can you briefly tell me what are the uses of each of them?
Red blood cells transfer oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
White blood cells protect the body from harmful bacteria. Platelets
Cause the clotting of blood. Right. Now, what exactly is the clotting of blood? What does it mean?
when an artery gets clogged.
No, no, wrong. Try again.
Injury.
Very good. Okay, let's say I got a cut somewhere. Your platelets will go over there, right? They will form the protective layer and prevent more blood from coming out. So that's platelets. Okay, why do we write dengue fever over here?
Because that's how. Because dengue or fever affects the platelets.
Right. So once the platelets count is down, that means there are less and less platelets. It'll be very difficult to stop the bleeding for the person with dengue fever. So the person might suffer from like internal bleeding and stuff like that. Okay. Next. Okay, blood vessels. So three types, right? Vein, arteries, and capillaries. So let's take see a picture of veins. All right, they look like that. Veins usually bluish green in color. Artery is much bigger, right? Red in color. And then in between is all the tiny little capillaries. Next. All right. Okay, so that was a quick recap, right, of our circulatory system. What we want to do is to try and do the question. Now, do you have the soft copy of this thing?
No.
Can I give you a soft copy? Because I want to do something different. I want you to give it a try and do the MCQ, and after that we compare the answers. Is that all right?